Yeah. All right, we're here.
Let's go.
It's YAP2ASIA. We're just as inconsistent as always, and this time we've got SkRossi joining us. Very, very exciting stuff. The Prince. Gonna talk a little bit about what's going on with him and get some background info on our friend here. So I guess let's just kick it off, man. Like tell us about how you got into esports. Like what was that original journey like? Because you played a few other games before Valorant, yeah?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just general, right? How things work in India. It just whatever friends you make and you pick up things that they do. So my friends were like, this was during high school or in college. People were just going to gaming cafes. So I just like, they're my friends. I followed them into the cafe, and it's just the environment, the atmosphere, how they're all like yelling, screaming, having fun, and like, okay, I definitely got hooked into that and started playing games. And the game that I really wanted to go pro in was initially Dota 2, and I spent a lot of time playing that game, like 10 ranked games a day minimum. So I think it's one of the game that I truly love even now. And even now I play like 3 games at least per day after my rank grind in Valorant. And yeah, things didn't really work out because in India, Dota really didn't click too much because I think it's too much of a... It's a complicated game for people here, I guess. I don't know, maybe.
One way to put it.
Okay. No, there were a bunch of people who were playing, but people just couldn't understand watching the game because, in fact, when I saw the game first, I asked the guy like, "What is this character doing in the base?" And the guy explained me like, "Oh, the character is tired of fighting, so he's drinking water in the fountain." So I'm like, I actually bought that, and then so it is complicated to watch and it's complicated to learn, but it's pretty fun game. So yeah, it didn't click really well. So I shifted to this game called South Korean FPS called Point Blank. In India, it was called Piercing
Point
Blow.
Blank.
Yeah,
I used to cast Point Blank.
I just started playing that because in India they were giving out free stuff like keyboard, gaming mice, a lot of money. So I'm like, yay, let's join in, and started winning in India. Like made really good money at that time, and kept on going. And we qualified for the first international qualifiers that happened in India, which is PBIC. I think 2016. We won that in India, and we are supposed to go Thailand. But unfortunate visa issues in our team, like not even visa. Some of the guys didn't even have passports. So, so the team who came second went to the Thailand, and again the second time it happened again, the Indian qualifiers, which we won again, and I was supposed to go to Russia this time, Moscow, and again my teammates didn't have passports again. So I couldn't go there,
bro.
Dude, we would have met. I was there at the Moscow event.
Oh
Yeah.
So I am like, okay, I'm getting $1,000 to $2,000 every time I win. So let me just give it to my parents so I can just keep continuing playing this game. And the third time is a charm, where we won again in India, and we went to Indonesia, Jakarta. That was my first international event, outside India, and you can say the first time I ever went outside India. That was Jakarta. So that was fun. It was a pretty cool experience. I really didn't know or have any idea how good people are playing games and how advanced and how forward they are in terms of how they practice or how they play, infra-wise, and a lot of other stuff, like they have coaches, analysts, all that stuff. We had no idea. I just thought I'm going to play a rank game there, but it was different. It was tough. So I learned how difficult and how behind we are as a country in terms of esports, for sure.
All right. May I ask, like, for my own edification, like, how old were you when all this started?
I think I was I started like 19 or something, 18 or 19. I'm not sure.
Okay. That's still...
Yeah, but compared to other country players, right? Like, in fact, when Monet was on my team, I asked him, like, at what age you started playing? He said, like, maybe like when he was like in first grade or something. His dad had a
They started young in Indonesia.
I'm like,
Sounds
dude,
about
you're
right.
playing like 10 years earlier than me. That is crazy. And that is the story of every Indian player, you know. Like, we get to hold the PC or we get the money to go play in a PC cafe at a very, you know, like around 16 or 17 or something. And it's tough.
Right.
It's tough to
Start
beat these
late.
kids.
I see.
Did you ever play against Severin in point blank?
No. I think the time I qualified for Jakarta, I think it was RRQ. Oh, by the way, Next Jax was the guy who inspired me a lot. I think one of the reasons I got better in the Indian scene, especially using the AWP, is because like I picked up the style that he was using the AWP in point blank. He was just nuts. He was insane. He was like walking around, running around, killing people. I'm like, what the hell is this dude? And he was the MVP of that event as well. So I got so inspired just by being at that event, watching him own. And I came back to my country, and of course, Pierre Simlo was banned from India at that point. But I tried to replicate the same style playing CS:GO and then to Valorant. Yeah, it was fun.
Nice.
Nice.
Fun game.
Yeah, NextX was a legend here locally in
he's
Indonesia. And he did made like a brief foray into Valorant at the very first iteration of RRQ's entry. As you can see in the results page, it wasn't that, much of a success compared, especially to his like point blank career.
Point blank,
yeah. He was there, and it's so cool to see it went full circle, right? Like you went to Jakarta, you competed against him. I don't know if you got to play him, but you obviously saw him play there.
I think we were in different groups.
I see.
Entire different group.
I see. But yeah, and then you both also entered Valorant, and now we're here. That's pretty cool. Wow. Okay.
It's kind of an interesting thing though, if you think about it, because like clearly transitioning from like game to game is not always the easiest thing. Not everyone is like capable, and life circumstances and stuff also surely. But like, what was it like for you, Rossi, to transition from all these games and now to Valorant?
It was tough. Like after Point Blank, after that event especially, because that was my first event, right? First time playing against someone who is like 10x, 20x better than me, because in India I was owning people. So I thought like, okay, this is it. I don't have to improve any further. And then you kind of get that beating and you come back and like, okay, time to get better, and boom, the game get banned. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Hey, everyone in my team has passports. Come on. They have passports. Let me go for some more events.
Right.
But after that, I think some of my friends suggested that just move into CS:GO. And I started playing CS:GO. I think I played my first local event when I had like 100 or 150 hours of CS:GO, and I started owning people again, and people thought like I'm really hacking or something. And I mean, in a year or so, just started winning everything. We became like top 2, top 3. I don't remember, but we were having good results in India and in SEA as well. We were playing like ESEA qualifiers and all that stuff.
Oh, nice.
And my last game was against Paper X. I think we beat them.
Oh,
so,
shit!
I mean,
Really?
They were also in ESEA. They were also I think they were also like in the transition towards Valorant as well.
Yeah.
And for me, for me also, it's like, okay, this ESEA qualifiers is my last, and we played them, and then that's it. I took off to Valorant because people are just too insane in CS. It's like the experience, no way I can gain it, and it's also like CS kind of failing in India, very less events, no salaries, no orgs, all that stuff. So I thought like, could be. And Valorant, when I tried, it's like, because like I said, I used to love Dota. I mean, I still love playing Dota, right? And Valorant was like mixed of abilities and shooting, right?
Yes.
So I am like, okay, this is something I will enjoy for sure. And it's not like I was not enjoying CS, but for sure there's a lot more than CS. So I just started playing it and really fell in love with it. Even till date, I just I just play it every day.
What was your first agent you tried in Valorant?
Jet.
Jet.
And I dropped like 45 kills.
All right.
and at that time, I think in India, VLT were dominating. They were like the only team that were like salaried and practicing and everything. My first game, I dropped like 45 kills, and I tagged the VLT guys. Said like, hey, if you guys need a sixth or something, you guys can pick me up. Obviously, they did. Yeah. I mean, I was juggling between CS and Valorant initially.
Okay.
And then I hit Radiant, and Marzil was my IGL. He's like, wait, you're Radiant, then you must be spending a lot of time in Valorant, and it's not fair for the team because all of them here are like only fully committed to CS. That is the time even I realized like, yeah, maybe it's time I go all in on Valorant, so yeah, that's how it started.
I see.
Kind of a scary decision.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess generally at the start of most esports, it's kind of dominated by people who come from other esport games, right? Like adjacent titles. But now that we're like, 5 years into the VCT and Valorant, do you think we're at that point now where we have kind of endemic players who are just Valorant only or Valorant first? Like, do you think the scene is at that point where we have a lot more players now who maybe weren't pros from other games? They just started in Valorant. Do you think we're there yet?
I mean, like initially, if you see, it's a lot of Overwatch and CS players, right? Who's just dominating the scene. Now these kids are insane, man. I think it's also a plus point because when you transition from CS, it's more like the same shooting style. You kind of adapt to Valorant, right? And now, if you see the new generation, the shooting style has completely evolved. The way they move, the way they shoot, it's completely different than CS. And I think it's one of their advantages that they didn't play CS a lot. And it also comes from the fact that they've been watching all the players from all these years, and they already know a kind of benchmark that they need to be performing, or let's say the mechanics, the way they think, everything has evolved. And everything has been shown in all these VCT games. So all these kids watch that, and they already set a benchmark for them. Like, okay, this is how I need to play. And they already come with a huge. For me, like the younger generation are insanely cracked mechanically, for sure.
What do you think?
I can't believe how they aim with high sense, bro. Sorry, I'm just saying, like the high sense kids nowadays are crazy. But go ahead.
That kind of leads. That's a good point because it leads into what I was thinking about. Was like, what are the biggest differences in mechanics between Valorant and CS? And you hit one, right? Like the fact that you're often playing at way higher sense.
Yeah.
What are some of the other things, Rossi, that maybe people don't necessarily think about or know about?
I mean, like in CS, it's way more methodical, right? Of course, like players like Donk and stuff now changing the game a little bit. But in Valorant, we have like some 100 donks or something in rank. Sometimes I'm opping and they just like peek me and shoot, and I think, wait, I'm shit, but this guy is too insane. and sometimes it's just that you need to accept like, holy shit, kids are better nowadays. And I think it's just the difference is just like previously, if I need to go to a specific point, previously in Valorant, the burst was of 3 bullets, and people used to like move, burst, something like that, or they just used to like spray down and stuff, crowd spray and all this. Now it's like just 2 bullets. They crouch, poop, 2 bullets. They crouch, they just don't stand still at all. They're like constantly moving with shooting 2 bullets. I think one of the main people that introduced this, at least as far as I've seen, when I was playing in Pacific, I asked Texture like, how do you shoot, how do you move, what do you do while you're playing deathmatch, right? And he just say like, I use Phantom and I use 2 bullets, and I asked like, why don't you do the same with Vandal? And he just said like, Phantom is way faster than Vandal, and if I'm using 2 bullets, I can move faster and I can shoot faster than the enemies, right? And it's these small advantages. And then there is Primi, who just like crouch burst, which there is burst, you're moving and bursting, it's fine with 2 bullets. Now he introduced this crouch burst, and he just suddenly like moves and stuff. All these little things that I think a lot of people miss, or some people just learns how to do it and get better, to be honest.
mechanically.
Wow.
It's good.
I mean, they
It's
are
good
cracked. So that helps.
It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, like Valo, in just 5 years, you can see like the differences, and because there is that 5 year like archive for like the younger generation to review, right? Like they can actually just pick the things that they like and then come up with their own shit, and then you're here playing with knowledge from maybe like 5 years ago and try applying it now, and you're like, whoa. I used to be able to kill 45 using this method.
Now cannot, bro. Now
cannot.
I'm adapting. Now cannot, bro. If I peek the way I used to peek, if I shoot the way I used to shoot, it's insane.
Insane, yeah. But be honest, Rossi, like how many are you dropping nowadays, like on average in your rank?
On rank, I think I'm averaging about, if you talk about average, I think about 20 kills.
20.
And I play your own stuff in rank.
That's still pretty good on your level, you know? Yeah.
It's good, but
you start out at 45.
That's what I'm saying.
Back then it was easy, bro. Back then there were agents like Stage, Phoenix, Race, Jet. Now we have like agents. It's like a neon jumping around, Wele flying over my head, and I'm old. How can I shoot? You know, now the agents are crazy.
So to circle back to BNB's question, do you play on high sense or low sense now?
I play on high sense.
High sense, okay. So
I haven't changed my sense from past 7-6 years. I think point blank is the same, CS is the same, now Valor it's the same.
Okay,
I haven't changed my sense.
Nice.
It's high sense.
Okay. I see. Okay, so even with that, like you still can't keep up with like all these new
I mean, it's not only these flying people, you know, it's also these two crawlers, there is stuns, there's mollies, bro.
Yes.
The game's changing every year too. Now we got pistols that can one tap and everything.
Oh yeah, huh? New guns. Okay. Yeah, that's
Bandit.
Cool. Yeah. All right, so you did briefly mention your interaction with like Texture when you first got into Pacific, right? So let's get into that. Like, so you were in GE for the first season of Pacific partnerships, and obviously a lot of people had really high hopes for GE as like the sole representative of India, and obviously you represented. I would say quite well. And a lot of the times, like you did showcase like the level that which you can bring. So my first question would be like, how did that feel? You know, like we obviously coming from like this smaller regions, me from Indonesia and obviously Quack, Singapore, BNB, and Philippines, we sort of have that, I guess, pride, right? Like knowing that your country and you even yourself are representing that country. Like, what was that reaction when you first learned that you will be playing at the tier 1 level?
To be honest, the sort of mixed feeling because the situations weren't right at that moment for me to play tier 1. There was a lot of logistics issue, visa issues, blah, 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 whatever, right? And going into the Pacific game, it's also like, it's very complicated, you know. I'll try not to say so much internal stuff and just go ahead with the things I can say, which I think it's okay to say. It's my first tier 1 tournament, which was lock-in, and I'm playing an agent that the role that in 3 years I haven't played, and I have to, you know, step in tier 1 playing the agents that I never played before in my life. And you're playing against the best of the best at in their roles or in their teams, right? So it's good that I'm representing, but I don't want to look like a buffoon over there, you know.
It's a lot of pressure.
I think I made a wrong call playing. Maybe I should have stepped out, but maybe I was desperate as well to play. And I accepted the challenge and went out there. Obviously, didn't work out. And then I came back to India and I started working on my new role. And then boom, all these visa issues and all that stuff. You know, you're out for 3 games, and then by the time you already reach Korea, you know, like your team is in brink of not making to playoff, and you lose 1 game and you're out of playoff. And boom, SkRossi, you're here to play, and again, I have to play a duelist now. There are a lot of mistakes done by the org or whatever, and maybe I should have stepped out rather than playing. But like I said, I was desperate and I played. But it was fun. Like people may make it look like I'm the worst player to play Pacific, right? But when I look back, it wasn't the case. Even the stats wise and the games I've won, I think I've equally won games and I've lost games, maybe 3 wins, 3 lose, whatever. I won't count LCQ because by that time I was completely grilled. I wasn't even myself. But only the group stage of Pacific, I think I did pretty well. Half of the games that I won, it's not like someone carried me, even though I had like really insane players, right? It wasn't like I got carried or anything. The games I won, I performed really well. I was top fragging, I was MVP and all this stuff. And the games I lost, I played shit. It's that is. You cannot just target a player having equal wins, equal loss, like equal highs, equal lows. I think you cannot blame too much, but of course, I'm SkRossi and I get blamed. It's fine.
I love that statement. I'm SkRossi. I get blamed.
I get blamed. So it is fine. But for in at that point, even I was depressed of my performances. But when I looked at it after math, I'm like, well, I didn't play shit. I played. Right. I did really well. It was only like the RRQ game and secret game that I regret not playing good. But the other 4 games, I did pretty well. I carried my team. Right. But you get sacked and life goes on.
I see. Well, so yeah, it is this like this is proof that this whole like online conversation sphere is like affecting players, like
definitely
by not realizing it. Like people do have an impact by saying what they think before actually thinking about it online.
Yeah. No, I mean it's the people just watch it. I mean, as from a fan perspective, I can understand.
Yeah.
But these were not even fans. They were deliberately wanted to push you down. Like fans, I understand. I deal with fans. It's been like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. I've been dealing with fans, and there are certain people, certain group of people. They just want you to. They just want you to suffer. It's nothing else.
Hate watchers.
Yeah, CS players.
Nah, dude, SkRossi, you suck, man. You cost me my predictions. My prediction rate went up.
I know those.
I mean, it was intense. Like because some of my people sent me screenshots. They were actually paid groups to.
What?
Yeah, they were paid groups in India where people were paid to sort of create this a negative PR where people were paid to come to YouTube and just shit talk about you. There were groups of people, like there were a lot of people in a Discord server, I remember, where they were deciding the topic of how they're gonna hate today, the things they're gonna say. One of the guy in the Discord group sent me a screenshot like, okay, this is what's happening. So I don't know whether it was they were targeting me or Global Esports in general, because it is the first time that an Indian org is out there,
right?
And maybe some people didn't like it, or maybe it's the first time some Indian player is playing at the tier, and maybe some people didn't want that to happen, or they didn't want it to happen in a smoother way. So it's very disappointing, and it's crazy that people get paid to talk shit and a negative PR and all this stuff. I didn't know anything about it, but knowing now, I mean, it does exist, negative PR, and people get paid to talk really good about you on Twitter and all that stuff. Right. I didn't know it back then, but now I know this all exists. So it's a sad moment because they didn't know the situation and the internal things that I was going through, and it's fine. I wish it went really well, but unlucky situations. Can't help it.
It's crazy how there's like these actual professional trolls, but like the level of dedication to pay a whole crew to do that, bro.
Well, I was shocked when I saw like they're discussing like what to talk. I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
Is there any
this is crazy. And it's not only on me; it's also on Global Esports as an org. Even for them,
right?
They just wanted to demean the name or something. I don't know. Right. I don't know who or why or what, but yeah.
Okay.
What was the wildest, most funny or toxic?
Yeah, I was
any comment that stood out to you? Yeah.
I hope you've moved on already. So
I moved on.
I hope
2024 was all about moving on. For me, it was a hard year.
That's good.
Because it's a adjusting period where you're playing at the highest level and now you're like back to where you were, and you're playing with a whole bunch of new people. Because I played with the same roster for 3 years, the Indian roster, and then a new roster, and then another new roster. So 2024 was all about, like, for me, like, accepting the fact that where I am and what all happened. It was depressing.
How was that though? Like coming into Global, considering the fact that I think at the time you guys had one of the more mixed rosters. Like people were saying this is an actual kind of like global esports roster because you guys had players from different regions in Asia where most other orgs had like maybe only from the Philippines, maybe only from Korea. But you at the very start of VCT Pacific, Global Esports had one of the more diverse ones. And you mentioned, right, you played with like Indian teams for 3 years prior. Was there like such a big, I guess, adjustment period in terms of comms, gelling together, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, definitely there were. One of the problem was like the entire team was in Korea throughout the season, prior lock-in and all that stuff, and I'm here playing from Mumbai on 120 ping. So it's just when you go into a new team, especially given my position in the previous team, in the Indian team, I was the guy who dictates everything, kind of, and I'm the carry. It's like that. You have that aura in the team, and now you go to a team and like, oh, Texamon and all these guys are like, they're more proven internationally than me, so I need to perform. But it's hard. You're playing on Hong Kong server 120 ping against these tier 1 teams. They beat the shit out of you, and the confidence takes a hit, and you start overthinking, like, okay, what are my teammates thinking about me? I'm playing dog shit. I'm dragging the team down, all that stuff, and then, but they're all sweet. All the players are incredibly talented. Looking at them, it's more inspiring, and it's more like I want to do more because they're all insane. Watching them at scrims, playing alongside with them. But the cons are you're not with them, and then there are certain ways that they play, which is right, and obviously I don't even know that is right because I'm playing in an entire different ecosystem here back home. Because in SEA, the Indonesians play Philippines, Thailand, Singapore, all these guys. So they already have a similar way of playing. But for me, it's completely different. So when I do stupid stuff, it's stupid for them, right? It's like, what the hell is this thing even doing? So the adjusting was pretty rough. One of the reasons where I was not with the team. And that's the main reason. And then by the time I joined the team, I think it was kind of already too late to even to go to that phase to understand each other, because we are already on the brink of elimination from the playoff. So it was tough. I really didn't get to know or gel with the team because I was fighting my own battles as well inside my mind, and there's internet and all this stuff. So it was tough.
For sure. What about like these days? Obviously, you're on Velocity, and you guys qualified for Ascension. But like, what about like the bigger picture for India? We know Global Esports is the sole representative. I've seen some things on the internet recently, and I kind of want to get your take on where do you see this scene going? Like, what do we think? Can India recover? Can we move forward? What do you think?
See, I mean, after coming from tier 1, my goal was to, I mean, it still is. The goal was to like get back into tier 1, right? That's when I go make a roster move, scout players all around the world, and obviously 2024 didn't go very well, but DOS is doing really good. I'm happy for him, at least. Someone did take a chance on him. Nobody really knew who DOS is, and then I watch a bunch of VODs, me and Severine, and like, holy shit, this guy's insane. So 2024 didn't go really well for India as a general, but a player at least from India who competed in India went to franchise and now is in KC. I'm happy for them. And 2022 again, I wasn't sure if I wanted to play in India again, and I decided, okay, if there's only a chance that we win Ascension, then only I'm gonna compete. And I went again, scouting players, putting up combination of roster who has potential to win Ascension, right? And then the team happened me, Russ, Lightning Fast. I think these two are the first people. After the G trials, I directly spoke to them and explained like, okay, this is what I want to do, and will you guys be interested and stuff. But they also had their plans, and it didn't happen for a couple of weeks, and then we decided, okay, this is the core and we need to search for imports. And again, I went into hunt, me and Godspeed, who was our coach, to get 2 imports, and we got Madeline and Damara. So yeah, our run was pretty good because we really thought we have a chance of winning. Like, not even a doubt. We definitely thought we're gonna make it, but again, didn't happen. So if you ask me, is there a chance for India? Let's see if I put up a good team, or else.
I like that.
Or else I'll leave it up to the other players.
Yeah.
But in my opinion,
made a hell of a run.
I don't think it's going anywhere.
Right. But
you guys still.
Yeah,
you destroyed some good teams.
Killed
there.
it.
Yeah. I mean, last year was our best chance. The 2025 was our best chance. I think it's the best roster that was ever to represent India in Ascension or in international stages in general. That was our best chance, but yeah, unlucky.
Yeah. I mean, if you can go deeper a little bit, Rossi, like you did kill the group stage at Ascension and then kind of went on a slump after. Was there anything that caused that particularly, or do you think like it was just a lack of, I don't know, experience on the bigger stage, or what was it? Do you think?
No, I think we had all the experience for sure. There was no saying like, oh, this is my first time on international stages, blah blah blah. There's no excuses. I think it's just bad matchups in the playoff, because I think by the time we finished playoff, group stage, everybody knew how we are playing, what we're gonna run, and what's our favorite maps, and how each individual plays. Right? I think one of the regrets is we didn't change stuff, or we didn't have a backup comp or anything for some of the maps, because then the first playoff game we played Boom, and they instantly banned our Lotus, and they banned probably almost all the chamber maps. They knew like on the chamber maps we are strong, and the way we play is kind of hard to handle. So they banned the maps that we play chamber, and then it went downhill there. And again, we faced Nongshim, who we already faced in the group stages, right? Same maps again. So we didn't change stuff, but they changed a lot of stuff, and they already knew how we're gonna play. So
I see.
Yeah, I think that is that. The only mistake that we did is maybe we should have had a backup comp, or we should have changed stuff. But again, it was only a 1-day break when we decided not to change to stuff, because you never know if the changes will work or not. So we decided to stick to the stuff that we practiced the entire season. Yeah, and it didn't go well. So
I see.
Yeah,
Do you think it helped that Boom and Nongshim was in Pacific the year before that?
Definitely. I mean, they've been together as a team longer than we are, and they have experience against all these tier 1 teams, be it stage experience. They've been playing at Pacific stage against some of the best, and of course they have a competitive edge of sticking together, the mental, all that stuff. I mean, when we lost, it hurt for sure, but again, we lost to the better teams. We potentially lost to the winners of the event. That's how we saw it, and in the end, someone has to win, someone has to lose. And yeah, we can look back and say like, we should have changed this, we should have changed that. But in the moment, you don't know what to do. But we lost to the better teams. That's it. Probably the favorites of winning that event. And they're the franchise teams we lost to, so it's fine.
Okay.
What I like about this conversation though is that like through all of this, even though that there are like losses and hard experiences here and there, you're taking a lot of good lessons with you, and like you're always trying to move forward, look to the next thing and how you can improve, and you're thinking like, okay, yeah, maybe we should have had backup plans, different comps and stuff like that. And that's great. I really like admire and respect that. For that though, like the Indian scene as a whole, with all the stuff that you've experienced and learned, right? Like, are there any things that can be done to strengthen, I don't know, I guess the Indian scene in tier 1 or just in general? should they like play less mobile games or something?
Wow.
No, see,
I wish there would be more like.
I don't think they have a choice, Quack.
Yeah, dude.
Games are getting banned here and there, man. I'm so sorry.
No, I mean there are players that are good, and throughout the years there were players that are good, but there are a lot of things that's holding back India as a region. The main thing I would blame is the ping for sure.
That's fair.
It's
Similar
like,
thing with Australia experiences.
Yeah, dude.
yeah, for sure. It's like, let's say you're better and there is an opponent who is equally better let's say equally better, like, and he's playing at really less ping and you're playing on really high ping, and it doesn't make sense. It's really hard, and you're playing like this throughout the year for like years of years, and you get beaten up, and at some point players lose their confidence, and sometimes players get frustrated, or sometimes they don't even know if they are shit or if they are good. Is it the ping that are not making them land these shots? Or because players have seen in India, because I've been regularly scouting players in India as well and monitoring their growth as well, right? And they are good, but it just, some of the people, like for example, Venka, right? I asked Venka, like, why don't you play rank? And it's 90 ping for him on Singapore. Right? Like, how to play, and it's the case of so many players that are good, that play from home, and it's just 90 ping, 80 ping to rank, and it's frustrating because I play on 50 ping, and it's frustrating against these insane kids who are mechanically very sharp, and they're playing on lesser ping than you, right? So when you make a team and you're screaming against these insane teams on higher ping, sometimes you won't even know if the things that you're practicing are really working or not, because purely sometimes you just cannot get those skills. So you overthink a lot and you lose your confidence. And when you go to these international stages, the teams will be like, oh, this Indian team, we have beat them on scrims multiple times, they're not that good. And you're like, holy shit, like these guys are good, So it's very hard for like players like me. We know already because all this experience, but the newer players, it's very hard for them to judge if they are really good or they are really bad, if they can really do it or not, because of the ping. And the second thing is, I think players have very short-term goals or not too ambitious in here. They're happy with whatever they are getting or whatever they are doing. They're okay with that. They really don't want to go to that extra mile. I think these two things are kind of holding the scene back.
That's interesting.
And like, even if there's Mumbai servers, right? You want to play in like other servers. You want to play in like SEA to, get experience in other.
I played in Mumbai servers. It's like the quality is not there compared to SEA. Even now in Singapore servers also, there is no quality. There's more because all these franchise players now in Korea, and people queue Hong Kong a lot, right? Even I try to play Hong Kong servers on 80 ping, 85 ping, because SEA servers, you just have these random trollers, win traders, people. The quality has been down. So even I'm in search of playing in Hong Kong servers. Since I'm in Bangalore, I get around 80 ping. But since India is a huge country, there are people staying way up north and they get like 150 ping. There's no way.
It's unplayable, dude.
So what do you think is
annoying?
What do you think is the most toxic server? Like
for sure.
Singapore pride.
For sure, dude.
There is at least one racist in my team or against me, saying you smelly Indian every game.
Oh man,
I'm immune to that now. It's like immunity.
Yeah,
but
it's crazy.
That's yeah.
I thought it'd be hours. Darn it! No, I'm kidding.
No, Philippines is the warmest people. But yeah, man, like no matter how good or how hungry you are, you just can't escape bad geography, I guess. And like
because even this off season, I thought myself of just moving to a different country and just play ranked for a couple of months, to improve myself, because from India it's really annoying to play, because prior to Ascension we bootcamp in Thailand. Before that, we were bootcamping in Chennai, where we get around 35 to 40 ping. And it's the similar ping in Thailand, but the difference is way, way, way far better, like literally. And it's been said by literally two teams, because in 2024, I had Severine and DOS coming here. Right. And And once we moved to the Thailand in 2024, also prior to Ascension, we bootcamp in Thailand, and it's the same. Like it's the 35 ping from Chennai and Thailand, but the Thailand feels like you're playing on some 5 ping. But in Chennai, even though the ping is 35, it feels like 60-ish. The registry is not there. It's not so smooth.
Probably
So
some routing.
even though we have less ping here, I think because of the given population or whatever, I don't know. Maybe a lot of people using internet, the registry is just not there and it's not smooth at all.
Must be the packet quality and stuff.
Yeah, it's just
it could be the hardware that's like actually physically running the internet
server
for that area. Yeah. Because it all has to like kind of funnel into one spot and then gets shipped out. And so
I don't know what it is, but once we play in different country, it feels like freedom. Like the chains are off. It's insane how well a player can play and how he can get better and boost his confidence in playing from different countries is insane compared to India.
Helps you a lot.
Oh yeah.
Do you think?
Go ahead.
I want to ask, do you think there's any solution to this? Like, do you think because you said you have servers in Mumbai and I assume maybe other places in India, but like, can that be fixed like locally? Like you hear about like stuff in games where like certain regions just kind of, play enough with themselves that they end up kind of coming up with their own metas and their own ideas that, kind of surprise everybody. Like think about like Pakistan and Tekken, right? Like where all of a sudden, like they just exploded on the scene. They're able to get their visas and they're just dominating the game for a while. Do you think something like that could happen in India? Could it be encouraged?
No, I mean, see, that's one of the solution, right? Okay, you cannot scrim the other team, so you scrim amongst yourself. But India hardly have like 6 good players or 10 good players, right? So it's just cannot, and the competition is also amongst ourselves, so you just cannot scrim them and also play them in the tournaments.
Right.
So there is no solution. Just leave the country, or the closest. The closest solution I have is just bootcamp more towards south, like the southern side,
right,
and see how it goes. But most of the orgs who invest in Valorant, they all have their bootcamp in Mumbai, where you get 60 ping to Singapore and 80 to 90 ping to Hong Kong. But if you try to move towards more southern side, you might get around 40 ping to Singapore and 70 ping to Hong Kong, which is much better. That is the closest right now immediate solution that I have, or else just leave the country, play somewhere else, scream blah blah blah. For tournaments, you come back, play your tournaments, because tournaments happen on Mumbai server.
Yeah.
So, but nah. I mean, we cannot scream amongst ourselves. There's not enough good players, enough good teams to even play each other and get better. No.
I mean, for like the player quality, do you think it's like a player issue per se, or is it like maybe a coaching issue? Do you think there's a lack of coaches or a lack of good players? Because at the start of Valorant, there were, I think, a ton of people in the Indian community who were playing Valorant anyways. I remember even watching like the very first VCT in India and seeing their production quality. It was like, whoa, theirs is crazy. Ours, we're like, we're at home, you know what I'm saying? So I think there was a big community at the start, but do you think was it like our organizations, I think, the bigger problem that you see, or like was it a lack of quality coaches, or was it truly a lack of quality players, you think, that were able to grind it out?
I think initially when you saw a lot of players in the community, I think the players were all from CS, right? There are a lot of players and there's a lot of money involved. It's a new game. It's a growing scene, and the PUBG Mobile was banned. Everyone wants a new title to invest in, to play in, to watch in. So everything was good in the initial stages, right? And of course, the production quality and all, it's good because there's a lot of sponsors who's giving the money to the organizers so they can do all this stuff. And why players lack, I think it's, like I said, short-term goals. There's no hunger in them. They don't want to go to that extra mile and all that stuff. And even to coach, who is there to coach? I mean,
Godspeed.
Godspeed. But you need coaches that have like really good experience, or being a player themselves, or some sort of experience. You just cannot come like, okay, I'm silver in playing. Oh, my mechanics are bad, so I will coach. It doesn't work like that, right? You need to have that ability to understand the player. You need to have the ability to create the championship rosters, all that stuff, which is definitely not there, because in India, the teams that I'm putting in, it's not the org general managers. Like if I go to org, okay, I will just play, make a team. They have no idea who to pick or how to form a team. And all their general managers or the management side, they don't even play games, or they don't even have a competitive experience of playing at the highest level, not even at the lowest level. So they can't even put up a good team for India to represent an international scene in Ascension, for example, and play better. Right. So there is a tons of fundamental mistakes, and there is a lot of problems at the root itself that I think it's beyond solvable at this moment. It starts from the management, from the orgs, from the players, from the coaching. It's just problems and problems. And I have solutions, but it's way too tiring to even, and it's not even worth to solve. So I only focus on solving the issues, whatever org I join. So I just go in an org and I just give me the money and I'll take care of the entire project for you. I hire coaches, I hire teams. I'll just decide if you want the changes. If you don't want changes, I'll just report to you what's happening. You just
starts with you, and then you can then move on to the rest of India. If you can create a successful team and product, then the rest of it.
Yeah, I've been trying, right? But it's also like some of the budget issues. Let's say I want to put up this roster, and the org says like we don't have that much money.
Right.
So it's
hard,
and it's also like some of the players I want, they say like, oh, I want this much of salary. Like, for example, both the seasons there were some players that I wanted, and they wanted like extra money. I said like, bro, listen, you're thinking short term. If you win, you can compensate that money with your prize pool, right? And if you keep winning, your season will exist longer, because once you lose split 1, split 2, or whatever, if you don't qualify for playoff in India, people or anywhere in the world, they just close the project, right? You're not paid anymore, right? So if you're winning, you can get paid for 8 to 9 months or 10 months. But if you lose, your season is over for like 4 to 5 months. So even this kind of perspective, I need to explain to Indian players, saying like, bro, stop chasing money. You will get it. Like, okay, he's giving $200-$300 extra. By winning, you can make that. And by winning, you'll qualify to Ascension and all that stuff. So your season stays longer and you get paid for longer period. So even these basic things I need to explain to players. So it's hard. It's very hard.
Everywhere, I think.
And for me, it's like I cannot just focus on myself, because I have to. If I want to play, I want to play with a winning team, and nobody can have the knowledge in India, at least for now, to do that. So I need to go out there and serve as a general manager of an org also, and it's rough, to keep playing here.
It's like you have to be like Fallen did for like the Brazilian CS community. Like you have to teach people how to be a pro, basically.
Because kids here are good. Kids here are good. Like, don't take me wrong. There are some players that are really good, and I think who can, go toe to toe in at least tier 2 SEA players. But it's just like they lack direction. They lack mindset, guidance, and the group of people they're with, they're like, oh, this is my friend, I want to play with my friend. Or hey, this is the package deal. If he comes with me, I'll come.
The classic.
Mindset.
Can I ask them then, like, what's the if those are the short-term goals and those are the ones that don't always pan out so well, what should they focus on instead? Like, what's a better long-term goal for any, I guess, upcoming player that you want to tell them?
For any upcoming player, right, from India especially, I don't think you should rush into joining orgs or rush into joining teams. Just grind ranked. I think players are being picked up from ranked nowadays.
Yeah.
And if you just put because when you suddenly go into a team environment, there are some hierarchy stuff. Like, let's say the older member of the team might suppress your performance, or the way you play, they might change. Because I heard stories of some of the younger players that I was in touch, where they were constantly bullied and they were just not able to play at their, at their ability.
Right.
Yeah. But now that is also getting changed, because now you can see a lot of younger team, like people from similar age group, and there's not too much hierarchy in the team. But it used to happen a lot.
Right.
So for any Indian player, just grind ranked and for God damn it, come top 10 because I'm tired of. In last 5 years, I have seen players, any Indian player coming to rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, not even top 10, and I am like, dude, I wish I was younger like you guys. I wish I was young, and for Christ's sake, grind rank, step into leaderboard, get into this, and don't aim for like Indian orgs. If you're better, there are people who will hire no matter, like the SEA orgs or the Korean org. If you're good enough, why not? Like people will pick you up. So just focus on yourself and getting better and grind ranked, stream, upload your awards, post it on Twitter, just show the people that you're out there.
Yeah.
And just keep getting better.
Right.
God damn it. Yeah. God damn it, guys.
God damn it. No, I feel so bad now. I feel so bad now because hearing what you shared about your hardships at your first foray into the tier 1 competition. Like it feels like if that was a breakout year for you, like that would have inspired like a whole river of like younger players and that would make it easier for them to be like saying to themselves like
he did it.
Yeah, like Mom. That guy did it. I would be like that, and like people would hopefully.
Yeah, only a few things went smoothly.
Right.
Maybe it would. I dwell on it till now.
Oh, he's so cute. He met the Indian PM though. I see that there's a thing about that, right? Like, that's got to be pretty cool. Like, Mom, he met the.
Okay. I have a harebrained idea. And you have context now, Rossi. Like you met the PM, right? So why don't you propose like a scholarship program where you can either send people out or send people in to level up the gameplay?
I mean, I think the government has some of these things in pipeline for developing games or supporting esports and all this, but it will take time. It won't just happen like in a puff. Like beating PM, I think the credit goes to the RNT CEO, Rohit. I think he made it happen for me. Even though I had the credibility to be there, sometimes in India you need contacts and you need all this stuff for things to happen. Yeah. Even though you achieved everything, sometimes you won't get these opportunities because you just don't know the right people, right?
Is there collegiate Valorant in India?
Sorry, I think there was some Oman college tournaments happening, but again, even in these college events, the pro players go there and just play and win. I don't know why. I hate it so much.
So there's like no regular collegiate circuit for Valorant.
No, I mean some of the pro players are like in college, right? They're doing their MBA or whatever.
Okay, sure.
And
technicalities,
they should go and play, but they just go there for the money.
Right. Right.
I hate it.
That's a shame.
Let the other players I don't want people to be demotivated.
Yeah.
Let the people play, and once they develop their confidence, then you can go toe to toe and see who's better.
Right.
So.
Yeah, because you're a student, then you're going up against some guys who play.
Yeah, because that guy is carrying his studies, is doing his assignments, and you're a pro player who is playing 10 hours a day, and you just go. What the hell?
Yeah,
man, unlucky. All right, so your latest stint was obviously at VLT, right, and Ascension. And I think just recently we have heard or saw some sad tweets from Anna.
Yeah.
Do you know what's up there? Like, I'm sure you have like insights into that. Maybe even talk to you about it. Like, if you can share a little bit about that.
So VLT was, I think they were close right after 2023 season. And in 2024 split though, at the end, Anna just picked up a team because they got scammed by their org. And so I think all these years he just do it truly for his passion towards gaming, right? And amazing. 2025 was also the same. He had no idea, like Velocity as an org has been shut. They have no staff, no nothing. They have only one manager. His name is Euphoria, but he works for Anna's main company, Dasus Cabinets and Granites, right? So like there's literally no staff, no boot camp. As an org, they are not at all exist. But when I went to Anna with the project and I told him like, Anna, just trust me, like this is it. I've cracked it, like come on, get on board. And even though they weren't functioning as an org, there were a lot of things that they compensate to make the project happen, and there are a lot of stuff that as a players we compensate to be with Velocity. And then we had a pretty good run, and we thought, this is it. This is the year.
This is the break moment.
This is the break moment, and it happened. And there's a lot of money goes into these projects, and the returns are not that really great in tier 2, right? So it doesn't make sense to keep going on. And I am sure he would have done it, but I don't know if you guys know or not. There's a lot of geopolitical things happening. There's tariffs and stuff on India, and Anna runs a huge company in India, right? So things happen, and he had to shut down the projects. I think mainly geopolitical reasons, for sure.
I see. Oh man, so sad, because I did also did a brief stint with Anna back in I think 2022. Like that was honestly one of the most fun projects I had, because it's literally like figuring shit out, like you described. Like what is the problem? Like we had to find the root cause for that. And obviously it didn't last very long, because not long after I had to move to my current team. But at the time there, I really saw the passion in Anna himself for sure, but also like the potential, like it's just a shame that there's no one that's really trying to crack this, except maybe aside from yourself right now. Because if you do put in time and effort, like I'm sure there's a way to figure it out.
There is a way, for sure. There is talent, and there is a way.
Just a lot of these like multi-layered problems that you described, like geography, and then there's the drive, and there's like the ping, whatever. There's just so much to figure out, but it's gonna be a multi-year effort.
Yeah.
So shout out to VLT Sentinel.
Yeah, he's the goat.
He's the goat.
He's he's the most genuine guy or a CEO that I know or I have played under. No bullshit, just passion. They say, right? No bullshit, just business. No, he's no bullshit, just passion.
Just passion.
And I love him. I I wish I could have bought him more success, but VLT has the best result that Indian team had got under their belt. So I'm happy that he's the one who got it. So
nice.
Love you, Anna, if you're watching.
Very nice.
Clip it.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Thumbnail right there.
All right, so let's see. I guess we can talk about a couple more things before we go on to that list that we are so ready for today.
Yes, the best thing in all of existence. Making tier lists. What I wake up for every morning. Can't wait.
Okay, so all right. Maybe let's just pick a couple more things, right? I think I can suggest maybe one, expectations for the new challenger system in 2026. And maybe second is just you yourself and your plans for 2026, Rossi. And then we can wrap up this journey of yours and story. And then we can move on to finally the VCT Pacific kickoff that's going to happen very soon. And we want your take on it. Yeah. So let's start with your 2026 outlook for challengers with the different formats that's being applied.
I mean, I've seen what Riot announced for sure, but I yet to know about the SA thing, what they are doing and all that stuff. But it's a pretty interesting idea going back to the old days. It's LCQ, bring back all the memories. So it's fun. But my own plan, I don't know, 2026. Initially, I thought I won't play the first half of the season or whatever, or the entire year. Like I said, I wanted to move to a different country and just stay there, work on myself, keep playing. Because after 2025, I sat down and I'm thinking, do I really want to do this? Is it really worth the sacrifice and all the stress and all the stuff? Because it's hard. It's very rough. But then I thought myself not competing or not playing Valorant in general. And it wasn't exciting, or I knew that I'm going to regret in the future if I don't give my all, if I didn't try till the end, because I went through all that stuff and it will be all for nothing. So I thought okay, 1 year, just go grind ranked, top 10, top 1 leaderboard every act and improve yourself, maximize your agent pool and all that stuff, and let's see how it goes from there, right? But another thought was, okay, make a 5-man Indian roster, give your everything, and try to get the best result again. So juggling between these two, right now I'm more inclined towards playing. So I'm trying to put up a roster which can, perform really well in a LCQ or even win in LCQ. If that's not the case, I won't play, because I think I've grown very numb in just winning in India. It's even last time, usually when I win, I cry. It's because it means a lot to me, But last time when I was laughing and I was smiling, it was mostly for Anna, because VLT haven't had one land till then. So I was just happy for him. But for me personally, that is when I realized, holy shit, I'm not crying and I'm not happy or sad for myself. So I've grown numb to this feeling. So if there is potential to win in LCQ, then only I think I'll be playing, or else a big no for me. I think I'll just work on myself, maybe play for any SEA team even for free, and be in the competitive side. That's the plans.
Wow. Ooh. Big plans.
It's like it.
Best of wishes, Rossi. I think you have got one of the greatest passions I can see in the talent pool there. So yeah, wishing you the best. Hopefully we see you around this year. If you ever come to Indonesia, easy, brother. We can go and eat some stuff. That would be fun. Live your old days commentating. Oh yes, nasi goreng, baby.
Yeah. Oh, now I want Indomie. What have you?
Yes,
Indomie.
Paper thin. Yes.
Trigger word.
We had a stack of Indomie last season from Revenant Esports. Oh,
yeah,
dude, I keep saving it because Juandi brings me some every time I see him, and I'm I love it so much, and I'm just
all right. Due for a restock then, huh? Juandi, you heard the man.
Juandi, you got to get to Korea
you
ASAP,
heard the man, Juandi. All right, cool. So are we ready for that list, ladies and gents?
Oh my God.
Gents, I would say.
This is
right.
Everything I've been
so excited.
This is the most excited I've seen Paper Thin, by the way, Rossi. So this face that you're seeing recorded in your head, he's never going to be as excited as this ever.
No,
so do you want to kick this off or what, Paper Thin? Let's see.
Just stick Paper Rex and going to Santiago. We all know.
Paper Rex was my top of the list. First one to go.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right. All right.
It should be. I think there's a weird world, when I was going through my pick'ems, where I kind of feel and I talked about this the other day, where I think maybe T1 might actually beat them in that first finals because they have Munchkin now, and Munchkin's kind of had Paper X's number as an IGL. So I think it'll be close, but I think one way or another, Paper X is going to yeah.
It's that Indomie that they're gonna get a buff from it.
They've got yeah. This is the scariest team on the planet. Literally everyone is this team could just run the table at the Globals.
Yeah.
They're just it's just too good.
Look, till last year I've had no problem trying to knock them off one tier in the tier list, but I find it harder nowadays, even though my interest is to not jinx them right now, right? But I honestly can't really think of a way for me to say, oh, maybe they should go down 1 or 2 tiers. I think you guys are right. I think Paper X is going to be up there. No jinx.
It would take something just unbelievable. I mean, I don't know.
All right.
They look solid. The off-season games I've seen within me, they look solid. Even more.
At the Radiant invitation. Right? Yeah.
They are scary now.
Envy's got good things to say too. It's hard to knock them down. So moving on. What's the next team?
Okay, let's move on. All right.
T1?
Next team.
T1.
Yeah.
T1?
I mean, for sure. No argument there. I think just both of the Masters winners of last year, just put them in another Masters. Why not?
And they both got better.
Yes, they did.
They both got better. I think
they did clearly.
They won SVL. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, that's done. All right, we're packing.
All right. Well,
wait. Hold up.
We have 3 teams that have to go to
3
Santiago.
teams. Yes.
The third one is hard.
Quack.
That's
Quack, I think you got to pick. I think you got to give us a team you think who's gonna. Yeah. I'm putting you on the spot.
Can I make things a little bit spicy? Because I'm very curious about how this team is going to perform.
Okay.
Global.
Why are you laughing, Rossi?
Because I knew it. I knew it. He gonna say Global Esports. I knew it. Okay. No, see, they are good. They are good, but I think it's just like the other teams. They've been stuck together for a while, and they have like insane experience. Like teams like DRX, Gen G, and Full Sense, RRQ. The third spot is very insane. It's very hard to tell who.
That's
win.
true.
Where are you putting them,
competitor? I'm putting them somewhere just because it's their first like iteration of it. Let's I'm gonna be generous. I'm gonna put them in middle bracket final bosses.
Ooh. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. I think could be there.
Come on.
I'm a big fan of Frost as a coach. I think he's going to have some really cool ideas that are going to catch people off guard. Like, they were still running Deadlock at the end of last year. He's been talking a lot about how he thinks the Bandit is broken. So I think we're going to see a lot of that. Like, I think Global's going to surprise. I think they're going to
in there. I'm very curious to see how they're going to perform.
Think about how many clutch players they have on that team.
They have insane individuals.
Insane individuals.
Yeah, I won't disagree only for the fact that they got as much Filipino players. They got Patman, right? Who we all know, like, if you're gonna replace a dude on PRX with Envy, like it's so hard to replace anyone on that team just because of the high level of players that the full 5 roster has. But Patman, he is already, as we know, an amazing player. And then they pick up Savvy 8K, who has for the longest time kind of been like the golden poster boy of collegiate Valorant for the longest time here in the Philippines. He's had more runs now, more professional teams as Oasis in the tier 2 scene, and now OS, where they did pretty well, I think, during Ascension. But now that he's on a tier 1 kind of team, I do think that he's going to perform well. But then we've also seen kind of Global, I guess in general, under different coaching in the past, struggle to merge different regions together and get a good roster going. But as you said, now they got Coach Frost, who has arguably, one of the better coaches in the entire Pacific scene. So I do think that they should be up there. I don't know if I'm going to put them at like the top of middle bracket final. What a tongue twister. But I do think that there's good hopes for this team.
Yeah. All right, that's my spicy take.
Spicy take.
Cool.
Okay.
I mean, why don't we go around and pick one by one, huh? Rossi, who would you want to nominate anywhere on this tier list?
It's a tough one. I think I'll go with Dark Horses. I think I'll put VL there. I think
yes.
The individuals are mechanically very sharp.
Yeah.
And I'm just excited to see how they'll play well as a team. But individually, mechanically, they're really good. So
how did it feel playing against them at Ascension?
No, I didn't play against them. On the playoff when it was deciding like will we get seed 1 or seed 2? I was hoping we get seed 2 because I wanted to play SLT rather than Boom. And yeah.
So, I mean, I was curious, like, did you scrim them at all or talk to them or anything?
No, it's very hard to scrim Korean teams because they play on Hong Kong and we get like 100 ping.
Okay. So even when you were there and
in Thailand we couldn't because we are in the same competition.
So just okay.
What made you want to play them then? What was your reasoning?
I don't know. I just get this confidence to play against Korean teams. For no reason. I don't know.
Fair. Sure.
You wake up every day and you're like, I'm going to beat a Korean team today. Unfound confidence just out of nowhere. That's cool. No, I mean, this is circling back to what you were talking about, like, Rossi, like the younger generation. They have correct mechanics. They have a totally different DNA for the game. And I think this is one of the prime examples.
Definitely.
Yeah, one of those teams. Cool. Okay. I'll go with RRQ. How about RRQ? Finally,
that was my pick.
No, you ain't getting.
That was my pick.
You gotta pick another one. Sorry, I took your spot, but I think RRQ deserves some credit for last year's performances. Obviously, champions of Stage 1, right? Stage 1. And also they qualified to 2 Masters or international events last year. And I think they will have more in store this year. So I am gonna say they're gonna go to Santiago.
Even with Ewok, no Ewok, like we're still.
I
vibing?
don't know if like that's gonna affect as much.
They got Jovi.
Yeah.
I mean, Jovi's a good coach. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Exactly. No, so I think Ewok has laid the foundation long enough that I think even without Ewok, they would still be able to run it if they have enough like retention, which I think they should have, as crack players as they are. So yeah, I have no doubt they'll still be able to run all the protocols, all the foundation stuff that Ewok has ran through with them. So I will personally go ahead and endorse them to go to Santiago.
All right, let's put them there for now.
They keep the same roster too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which is nice.
We can only have
That
3
is
at the
huge.
top. You guys realize that?
Yes.
Tentatively, we'll leave it as this.
We can
leave around.
debate later.
We'll debate when we get there.
Knock someone out or put someone
We have a
out.
diplomatic discussion.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, your turn, BNB. Sorry, I took your spot.
BNB.
Yeah, you did take my spot. Team Secret.
Yeah.
Okay. Team Secret.
Where are we going?
Gulp.
Go. There we go.
I will say that the caveat to this, if we get like Sylvan Masters Bangkok on T1 type
Okay.
Sylvan, and we get 1010 VCT, maybe tier 2, albeit, but Northeption type 1010.
Okay.
Maybe not Zeta 1010, but Northeption type 1010. And then we get Jesse Vash playing much younger than he actually is.
That's a lot of caveats now.
With those caveats, I would say they would be dark horses, right? That's
Okay.
my.
Oh,
that's
that
fair.
for dark horses? Not even like little boxes, at least.
No.
You did say it's a caveat.
Yeah.
Caveats, yes. That's my heart speaking, right? But my
Okay,
mind is telling me we're kind of chilling for now. You know what I'm saying? We're chilling for now.
Oh my god.
I'd
At least
love
you're
to
honest. At least you're honest.
So
I like
love
that.
to, if I downplay this and I'm completely wrong, I would
that's
be
only
so
good for you.
elated to be
Yeah.
surprised, right?
Yeah.
But if
You-
I'm
you'd be happy to
disappointed,
be
I
wrong.
can't take another.
Okay.
So we're chilling for now. We're chilling. We're chilling. Otherwise,
You went through all that build up with the caveats and all just to put them chilling at home. Dang.
but with those caveats, check marks approved.
Yeah.
I can see a world where
Yeah, it's
dark
nice.
horses.
And
yeah.
historically speaking, Team Secret has always been a dark horse, right? Like
Yeah.
they would always win matches we thought like
They-
the other team.
Yeah.
I don't know
Probably
about
beat
that.
like Paper X and T1,
Yeah.
but lose to everybody. But that's
Exactly.
fine. We take those.
We're
wins.
happy to take that
Yeah.
as well. Like it's tradition at this point,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I mean, we also do have Robotics, who's coming in as a new coach here, who was an analyst for a while, but now him being the head coach, he's also been known as kind of one of the more, I guess, consistent head coaches from the Philippines. He's coached Oasis. He's coached pretty much every single org that you've heard of that come from the PH at this point. So I definitely say that there's a bonus there that they are such an unknown that they might surprise folks. The offseason hasn't been great, but like we never know how things could, really change up once kickoff starts. So dark horse at best, chilling at home is more less cope, I think.
Okay. That's fair though. That's fair.
That's fair. Got it.
Should we move on to Clinton now?
Yeah, Clint, let's go. What you got?
Big picks.
Yeah, he's already grabbing it.
You want it?
Yeah.
I think, man, I have so much hope for this team because I feel like there's been a lot of positive things that have happened with them in the offseason, like improvements with the players that they picked up or should be better and the coach. Like, I think they did just about as well as they could have, sticking to a full Japanese roster with DFM. So they should be. The funny thing is they should be better than they were last year. And the thing that really gives me hope is that May has been talking about how there's a lot more accountability on the team now, and how they tried out a bunch of different people at different roles. He even said that they tried out Sugar Zero.
Cool.
Yeah, which is crazy. And they decided to stick with Sass. I mean, obviously there's probably financial things since, Sugar Zero's on Zeta, but they tried out a bunch of different people. So I think there's hope here that this could be better. You still have one of, if not the best players in Pacific in May on your team to kind of just potentially carry you through some of this stuff, maybe some new cool ideas. You have some flexibility with the roles. I think they're winky face.
Okay.
Yeah, middle.
Okay.
But
That's pretty modest.
they could do some stuff here if they really click with some of their reads. And the map pool, I think, really favors them too. I really think they're a team that embraced Corrode early. They were good on Pearl when it was in the map pool. So I think there's hope for DFM.
Paper Thin's giving me like the sports coach dad vibe.
Yeah, don't you go predicting them though. I don't trust your preds.
Okay, all right. It's kind of like if only they would apply themselves. They could go.
Yeah.
That sort of vibe. How are we picking?
You got 5 left. Just whatever your heart desires.
Can I say, not to be mean, since we're in the Japan topic, Zeta chilling at home.
Yeah.
It's hard to it's stones in my heart when I say this, but I see some new players, right? But the coaching staff, it feels like the majority of it until we really see the caliber of which, how they're going to perform, the new players that come in.
Yeah.
Right now, I have no idea, but they weren't really hot or anything last year, so kind of chilling.
And oh man, the hard thing about Zeta is post Laz. It's just so hard to understand what they're doing sometimes.
Depth is
players they're picking up in terms of the coaches, some of the role changes maybe. It's just a bit awkward. Question mark everywhere. I'm so happy to see them still around. Obviously still trying, I guess. But I just don't see how that's gonna take them from where they are right now to where they used to be.
I hear you're they're trying, I guess.
Yeah, even that I'm not even sure if they are.
They can. Look, they took maps off of G2 and Fnatic.
Yeah,
yes, they were best of ones, but they did it. That's still something, even though it's an off-season event.
13-1,
they creamed Fnatic.
Yeah,
they absolutely, and that's the full Fnatic roster. That's not Boaster wasn't there at Soup.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know, man. Ciota is so good, but also just didn't look comfortable last year. And Eco, we've seen him before, right? With Gen G back in 2023, and he was so, some ups and downs. I have no idea. And you lose Depp, you lose the best player for a couple years statistically in Pacific. I don't know, man.
Yeah, if the resident Japanese expert is confused, I'm gonna go with chilling at home.
Yeah,
that's where I'd put him.
Okay, there you go. Rossi, any comments for Zeta?
Yeah, they're being chilling.
Okay.
that was all we needed.
Done. Locked it in. Confirmed. All right, let's move on. Full Sense, the new blood.
Oh.
Okay. This is going to be interesting. Rossi, it feels like you have a lot of opinions.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this team. Cruz coaching and Leviathan joining. It's just more and more firepower. And you can't even say now players experience, they're all young players because JIT boys have been there from a very long time, and Primi also have completed the season. And I just like all the individuals they have on their team. It's just because all of them can shoot you down like multi kills. All of them. There's no a single weak link in their team, and all of the players can shut down even if one of them have a good game. So I think it all comes down to Cruz, how he gonna coach this team and what's he gonna cook with these players. And it's also given it's a full Thai team. Even the coach is Thai, right? They have that advantage for them going on, and no doubt about the players. So for me, when we were doing this pick'ems, I was thinking maybe they can go Santiago for sure, or they'll be the middle bracket final bosses. It just depends on how they will play as a team and what Crew's gonna cook for sure. Okay. Because no doubt these players are insane.
Yeah,
agreed. Sure. They took a map off Fnatic and the SVL, and I really do like as well how they, I guess, assemble this roster, right? As Rossi mentioned, complete Thai roster. Thank God. Thank freaking God, right? For the longest time, we were like, Thailand has some of the best talent in the entirety of SEA.
They do.
Now we have a full SEA roster. And then both coaches, former players, by the way, not just Cruz, but Love as well, has been like on Myth,
This was
Sense,
the
a bunch
old
of other
roster at Soup, by the way. It was the old.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I mean, in a way, that's even better, right? Because that means that this newer roster should be better.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
cool. Thailand has like insane individually mechanically skilled players. If you compare to the rest of the ACA right now, I think like Thailand has insane shooters.
For sure. A lot of heart too. The whole story surrounding them like being picked up to, join Pacific and all that. Yeah. Like the org owner had a really, heartfelt post about the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's really nice. I don't know about San Diego though, guys. Sorry. I feel like for me, I think the yardstick would be how well they can perform maybe against someone like Global. Because can you imagine Cruz head coach versus
Talon, his ex-coach?
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And if they can beat them, then I would be like, all right, this is a team. This is a good team. They're going to go far. I want to see them play against Global. Yeah.
Where are we putting them?
Middle bracket final bosses.
Yeah. They're my team, my third team in my pick'ems that's making it to Santiago.
Okay.
I have them over RQ personally, but you guys are more in agreement that they're middle, so that's fine.
I mean, look, Johnny's asking.
Oh, right now
I'd put them ahead of Global, but just barely.
Ahead of Global.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Agreed.
Let's see what happens. This is a banger match of
yes.
This is a banger match.
If we get this match,
if we get these two,
if we get
it's insane. I want to see Cruz and Frost pumping.
Let me see the path. If we look at the path,
it's difficult in the upper bracket.
Yeah,
it's difficult because Global are going to have to go through Paper Rex.
Well, if Full Sense gets all the way to T1 in the upper round 3, I've got a lot of this filled out already. If they get there, they lose. They drop down to middle round 3, and then if Global falls in there somewhere, then they might run into each other.
Yeah, middle.
Okay.
Triple elim.
Yeah, like middle round 3.
Things could happen.
As per the tier name, right? Like they're the middle bracket final bosses, so they should meet where they belong.
Are you spoiling the script here, Paper Thin? You've seen it, haven't you?
Yeah, I feel like you're reading off a script. You're not even like trying to hide it.
He's alt tabbing.
Well, okay.
I see a reflection in his glasses.
Yeah. All right, I think it's fair.
See my bracket and my glasses, like.
Okay, so we have the remaining Korean teams. I think we can quick fire this. To be honest, like. I think it's hard to disagree on Genji and Derex being maybe somewhere around middle and Winky Face.
Yeah.
So which one? Genji goes where? I think Genji still goes to middle, though.
Yeah, I agree.
I think they're better than.
They have one change. I think Zinx is good. What I've seen in the off season, he's sharp and he's really good.
I think the bigger question is who's higher, Genji or DRX?
I think Genji.
I
mean, DRX. The reason is because they lost Flashback.
Yeah.
I mean,
dude, that's a tough one,
killer.
by the way.
They've got the how do you pronounce it? Hermes or Hermes?
Hermes.
We've been saying Hermes. So he used to play in VCT Korea back before Pacific formed. So he played for teams like Maru and Holy Moly, and he's solid. He's one of those players that everybody's like talked about his potential in Korea, but he's never like fully realized it. So if anybody could sort of, squeeze that orange juice out of him and make, making juice, it'd be DRX, right?
DRX,
like their coaching staff is,
oh yeah,
it's the best coaching staff I think maybe in Pacific. So
well, arguable. You got to follow the DRX system. I think he could fit in for sure. But that leaves us with Nongshim now. Wow, that's a really big breath, guys.
Yeah, I love how we're all just.
I mean, they got to be under. They got to be under Varel.
Under Varel.
They got to be under VL.
Yeah,
they have to be. They lost. They lost.
Yeah, they lost.
Well, Dark Horses still, I think.
Dark Horses.
Because they're just perpetual Dark Horses at this point. Like since It's the start of their stint in VCT. I think they've just been dark horses. And I think it hasn't really changed much after their performance last year. We're gonna get cooked so hard putting GE and FS after James.
Bucket.
I know for sure we're gonna get cooked, but hey, that's what we do.
I think this is the year, man. I think SEA is gonna have a little bit of a glow.
Yeah, finally.
I think so.
Okay. I like that.
G-fighting.
In the year that we have, in the year that we have the most Korean teams ever, you think that?
Yeah.
Well, I'm probably dead wrong, but
there's more teams to knock out. So,
I was so impressed with the SEA teams last year. I mean,
last year, yeah.
And I think Global made huge improvements across the board. So I don't see how those three are like Full Sense, RQ, Global aren't like at least pushing the Korean teams like to the limits.
Yeah.
Kind of like it. This is a very optimistic tier list, guys.
Honestly,
it's like,
aren't we always?
Aren't we always? Yeah. He's right. Guys.
That's a good.
I mean, if we are right, we are geniuses. Or else,
if we're wrong, people are going to be
50-50. All right, that's how I like to live.
We're bringing Rossi back for the next one. Like,
that's right.
All right, I'm pretty happy.
Look, I'm just saying, right? I know who's getting blamed if the tier list goes to shit because he's SkRossi. He's getting flamed.
He's a shit magnet.
Guys, come on, throw it at me.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I'm starting a paid Discord group right now. Thanks.
For a change, I'll fund that Discord group now.
Oh, there we go. Fund your own self-hate.
That's how you get engagements.
All right, so okay, final thing to talk about. We're happy with the tier list. Let us know what you guys think in the comments, in the replies, and socials. Tag us if you hate us, whatever. Just do what you like. VCT Pacific announced something that I think is super fun when Clint was describing it to us. Skirmish side selection. Right, so let me just read off the tweet here. Starting this kickoff, Pacific will use Skirmish side selection for equally seeded matches. A 1v1, first to 5, with no utility usage. Winner will get priority heading into map and side selection. So instead of a coin toss.
Coin toss.
Coin toss? What the hell happened there?
That one.
They will settle it with their fists.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me correct that, ladies and gentlemen. Instead of a coin toss, it will be a skirmish. First,
excellent pronunciation.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good job.
Appreciate it. So how it works? Each team submits a starting player, so they get to nominate a player to head into war. And then skirmishes are played at a designated time, location set by league officials. First to 5 rounds wins, and abilities are disabled. Raw gunplay mechanics only. Skirmish winner earns the edge heading into map selection. Basically, that's what they do at the coin tosses. They pick a side, which is either Team A or Team B, with like different orders for map picks and bans. All right, so I think we got the gist of it.
Question.
Yes.
Like, how do you decide the gun? Like, is it like Vandals?
Yeah.
All the time, or?
Did this
decide?
This is why I stayed in that meeting.
Yeah.
So we know that in theory, the players can do whatever they want. Like the teams can do whatever they want. So they could go double ops. They could go, it seems like what I'm hearing is that a lot of teams are just going to have gentleman's agreement that they both use the same gun, whatever it is, or maybe like you can use whatever rifle you want, right? Like if you want to use Phantom or Vandal. Yeah. Or, it might be like, let's just do sheriffs, or God could even do knives, right? Like knives out, let's go.
Like CS style, yeah.
Like CS.
Yeah. So it sounds like it's kind of up to the teams. But from the scuttlebutt I'm hearing from like the teams I've kind of talked to a little bit is that it's gentlemen's agreements. It's going to be like, all right, we're only going to use sheriffs or whatever.
I would love for somebody to be like, let's only use sheriffs, and he pulls out an op.
What would happen then? Let's say it's a playoff game, like an important game that they must win.
Right.
If it's not against the rules,
there would be like a Riot admin overseeing this, and they'll be like, "No, you can't do that."
No, I think they would do the opposite. Quick, I think they'll say like rules are rules. You can't use anything.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, so that's the real thing. Is I mean, I don't think in tier 1 anybody's gonna be like that. I would hope.
Probably
I hope,
not,
you know,
unless
if
they're
they
friends.
did, you're gonna see a post on Twitter TLDR, and then
Oh, I
long
want to see a tweet
screenshot.
longer. I want to see a tweet longer from a player that said, "Yeah, this fucking guy
We
was
agreed
pulling
to
up a
use-
freaking op when we agreed to his sheriffs." Like,
This is the 1v1 skirmish meta.
yeah, I love that.
It's
We're
cool,
gonna
though.
see guides.
I love
like,
it.
I think it's cool though. I mean, I do like
so.
it. Yeah,
I think so.
I think
too,
it's
yeah.
fun.
Picture, them
I mean,
going like,
Coin flips are. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be stressful for the teams.
You get to choose one player, right? Like nominate one player to do it for you,
Yeah.
kind of like a free throw line.
Exactly.
You guys want to go through each team real
Oh,
quick? and be
yes!
like,
Let's
this,
go,
this,
let's go.
this, this.
"Oh,
Yes,
wow."
yeah, let's do that. Okay, go back to the tier list, Joandi, and then we'll just select
from the
each
top?
team from the top.
Same few players all the time, and this could be content as well.
Yes, exactly. More content.
I think-
right?
I think honestly, like, okay, so this is like
okay.
a skirmish tier list. You
Skirmish
wanna do
tier
a-
list.
tier
Yeah,
list?
fuck it.
Okay.
To wrap things up, let's do this.
Paper X at the top.
Just all the aimers. But who from Paper?
I don't think so.
I don't
No,
believe
I think-
so.
I think it should be like DFM or FS.
I think
Yes.
FS. I was
Yes.
gonna say FS. Like
FS.
just
I think FS.
purely on a mechanical level, right? Like
FS.
I think we can
Primi.
agree. They'll send Primi all the time. We know how correct he is with any weapon, but primarily like the rifles. So FS, I think, is winning every skirmish.
Then May next.
Yeah, why not?
The usual suspects.
Yeah, usual suspect. All right.
I mean,
so
May is one of the best in first kills in Pacific.
that's right. So
True,
I think we
true.
can put DFM in there together with FS at A.
Yeah.
People are gonna screenshot this at the end of the day and be like, "This is their tier list."
This is their out of context. Why not?
There's so many questions though, like how are they gonna actually execute this? Like
put
1v1
skirmish.
head.
Yeah.
Will they
I
have their
know.
teammates around them, like kind of
That would be
heckling
cool,
and-
right? Like that would be cool.
No, I don't. Well, I don't know. I mean, that would be great if you could have your
That'd be
They're
teammates
gonna do
there.
it on
hyping
stage,
you up. Oh, dude.
like people watching.
Dude, if you could have your teammates there to like trash talk the other team,
Oh,
while you're- that'd be
that
so
would make it
good.
super fun. Even more fun than some of the
Dude.
matches that we're gonna see.
For a
I know.
night fight, and,
I look forward to that more than the real game. Fuck.
People tune into just the 1v1, then tune out.
I love
after.
All right, focus, gents. Let's
All right.
go. Who's next?
Jemkin.
Jemkin. I was gonna say. So Jemkin, is he an S or A though? Is he better than, or
A
at least
tier.
on par? As
A tier.
A tier?
Yeah. He sounds
Rossi, what do
kind
you
of.
think? Wait.
Yeah,
I want to know
what
what
do you
Rossi's
think,
at.
I think 8 tier.
He agrees.
Okay.
He agrees.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we do Paper X next?
Forsaken?
Who are you sending from Paper Rex?
Davai.
Something.
Anyone.
I would send
Something.
Davai.
I would send something.
If something's having an off day, you can send Forsaken. If Forsaken's having an off day,
Oh, okay.
This whole
guys.
team's freaking cracked.
I know Paper X. I know Paper X.
All right. You chill with
Okay.
it. Yeah, I know. You
I
guys
would
are
send
tight.
Davai because in
Okay.
1v1, you kind of need some seriousness and patience. You know?
That's
And
true.
That is not a good descriptor of Davai, though.
The fisherman.
No, I think Davai will win it for them no matter
Davai will
what.
win for them.
Outstanding
Okay.
envy.
Right, so we're all split here, right? But knowing Paper X, guys, here's what they're gonna do. They're just gonna do a coin flip.
This
Don't
guy.
be surprising.
Yeah, like
In
Alex
that
is gonna
case-
ask Clara again, right? Clara, you pick.
They're
Like,
beat.
who's-
RQ is like, I elect Jemkin as my champion. And then Alex is just, nah, he can go.
Yeah.
It should be noted that this only happens in matches where they're on equal footing.
Oh, right.
So this
Where there's no upper
if
bracket advantage.
One team is like, yeah. Where there's
they're
no bracket
both knocked out
advantage.
to middle bracket, for example,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
That should be noted here that if your team is just like doing better, then you're just
You're
then
just
you
gonna
get the
get the
same
advantage
benefit
all the
you
time.
would normally anyway. Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
Well,
Should be
okay,
noted.
Paper X, with all the correct players they have.
I mean, it's hard to imagine they're not A tier.
Yeah, at least A tier, right?
At least.
Surely.
There are so many cracked players here.
Let's just go.
Yeah,
A.
the team's just too good top to bottom. It's just
I kind of want to put them in B tier just for the caveat that I feel like they won't take it seriously. All the time.
I'll
throw them in B. All right, fine.
Yeah.
All right.
You gotta knock them down somehow.
Next.
Yeah.
Next T1. Are we doing T1?
T1.
Who would it be from T1 though?
Probably Izu.
Oh yeah.
I would put Izu there,
Izu
but
there's good,
or Meteor.
Or Meteor. Oh yeah, that's
Meteor. Actually, no. I'm going Meteor every time. Who am I kidding? He's the
Meteor
ISO
wins
god.
every duels. No.
Yeah. Meteor was like almost undefeated in ISO ults. Like
Okay. A, B.
Good point.
I think
Okay.
Rossi?
Rossi.
I don't know.
It's tough, huh?
It's tough.
Why is this tougher than the actual tier list? What the fuck?
Skirmish tier list. We gotta take this so seriously, guys. Come on.
Okay. Yeah, A or B, Rossi. What do you think?
Um,
Who would you pick though? Meteor? Izu?
You've played them.
I mean, I would pick Izu.
Okay.
Yeah, and put them in B.
okay.
The prince has spoken.
All right. Let's go B.
All right.
Let's go
Okay.
B.
I mean, since Paper X is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, global. Why don't we talk about global first?
Who'd you
With
put
all
for
the
global?
talents that we've had.
Yudotan?
I mean,
Global?
Yudotan,
Udotan.
Crystal.
Crystals?
Wait, I saw a podcast where Frost said they've been doing 1v1s and Autumn has been winning every time. So
Okay.
maybe Autumn. Maybe
So it's
Autumn.
Autumn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 I can believe that.
Which
Steer.
tier, though?
You guys decide that. I've said the I've done
Hey,
I
this
don't-
guy's
I don't-
slacking.
I don't want to
man.
catch strays anymore.
Hey.
Your X team, you gotta put them somewhere.
All right, we'll catch strays for the other tier list. We'll take.
All right,
this
B.
one,
B. Let's go B. I
Yeah,
think
let's go
B. I think B.
Let's go B.
Fair,
agree.
it's fair.
We can all settle on that.
Oh, God.
DRX.
DRX.
I say DRX. Hyunmin.
Hyunmin,
right?
Hyunmin, yeah.
Easy.
Yum yum.
Okay.
Yum yum.
Yum, yeah. Yum versus.
Man, if
like,
you still had
Autumn.
flashback on this team, I'd be like, lock him A for sure.
Right.
That would
Like,
be
just
true.
in case, like, for whatever reason.
So this is just a B.
We're gonna have a lot of people in B, yeah.
Yeah, I think we will have a lot of people in B.
Is the average?
I don't mind, honestly. Yeah, which
I
spot
think-
do they take?
I mean, Yum Yum, man, he's so good.
I think he's
Higher
after
than
Paper
Global?
X.
After Paper X.
Top
Yeah.
two,
Oh,
top
okay.
two.
Yeah, top 2.
All
and
right,
B.
all right.
I think this is good.
Can we do Gen G next then? Like
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
GG.
Korean
I
team?
mean, texture
Texture.
every
Sure.
time?
If it's an
Yeah.
odd 1v1, then, you know.
Well, then it's him for sure. But even
Karon?
rifling, I mean, Karon.
Caron is
Oh,
good,
yeah?
though.
I mean, I feel like texture should be cracked at this, but
Do we get our first C team here then?
Especially if he does the two-tap
Oh yeah,
Rossi is talking about.
yeah. He's gonna apply it here.
No way we put them in C.
no.
It's B.
A,
A?
Wow. You think?
maybe.
I think so actually.
I'm so texture's so good.
Yeah,
at
yeah,
first
I can see texture.
Yeah,
in
texture
A,
is
honestly.
Texture wins his
crazy.
duels. Most of his duels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
okay.
A.
Send
Put
him
him
up
in
there.
Okay.
That's pretty funny. Eh,
I think behind RQ, but A.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I'm curious about Varel now.
Carol. Okay. So
What do you put there?
They have a lot of cracked.
I mean, if this tier list was the one with the label, the Dark Horse label, that's where I
Dark
it would
Horse.
go.
I mean, if we're just cheating here, both Varel and Noxian will be
Noxian?
in C, right?
Feels like it, no?
C was the Dark Horses, and put the edge for Varel because they won against Noxian. I don't know.
Who are we putting up? Klaus?
I think Zuna, no? Zuna.
Zuna?
Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah,
right,
Zuna is
yeah.
sharp.
I'd stick Zuna in there.
Or Zexy.
Zexy also quite good.
C-
Yeah.
I mean, just
They're all
purely on the
great.
statistics point of view, I guess we can put Zuna.
You're just not throwing Cinder in there. Is really
No.
Whoa.
Unfortunately,
Look, he's the IGL. He's the old man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's true.
See? Varel?
See,
I think so.
Yeah,
It's
I
probably the
bet
most
it'll be
logical.
better
Step.
than that. They're probably gonna crap on people in this, and it's just.
Yeah, we never know. They might actually be A tier or S tier, but we just haven't seen that.
Not enough.
much,
We'll update this list now that this format is around, right? So
This is the logical
yeah.
step for now.
Put Nongshim next to Varel.
Ivy.
Ivy or Francis.
Yeah.
This guy destroyed me, bro. I swear to God. Holy shit. So sharp.
What if
So
it was
sharp.
a 1v1 neon Bucky contest?
I mean, he can take. Well, no.
There's no abilities. No abilities.
are
No
already-
abilities.
Good skirmish. My bad.
So you're just shooting yourself in the foot if you pick up a Bucky in the skirmish. So we can try. There's a lot of corners.
It'd be fun as hell, but it'd be basically a coin flip. Like,
Might as well not do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zeta.
if you still had depth
idea.
on this,
If
team,
only Depp was here, he'll be in like
Yeah.
at least.
Feels like it, huh?
Right.
yeah, Depp would drag you to B by himself.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think you're probably going to be running Shota here,
Shota.
and he is cracked, but he's not
Against
consistent.
the rest of
so I
these
don't know.
guys, yeah.
So C.
D?
D.
Maybe even D. Damn.
D, I think.
Damn.
All right.
Someone's
D?
got to go in D, and it looks like it's Zeta.
Yeah,
Okay.
secret.
I'm instantly looking at black and blue.
Just
Fan,
bash.
fan.
and then-
I will let the floor speak before I decide.
No. Yeah, I mean, dude, I'd throw Jesse Vash. in.
Jesse Bash.
I agree.
Oh,
I was
I
going to say
thought
the
so
same
too.
thing. He's not going to be the fastest, but you give him a good second and he'll hit the shot eventually.
Let's go.
Well, and
I
he'll
think you
figure
play
his
him at C.
opponent out quick, you know.
Yeah.
C? Yeah, I think C. I think even
I
if
think
not
C.
him, then 10-10 is pretty nuts. So.
Pretty good. Yeah.
He's going to give you a nice
With this
side step.
Rossi?
He's going to shake your aim off,
Hmm.
hit the wide
Oh,
swing.
Rossi's
There's jerks
thinking.
in there,
Hold
too,
up.
yeah.
Hold up, chat.
Wait, no. I'm
Oh.
not thinking.
As you said, with a very.
No, I was thinking about the T1 pick. Maybe I was like, okay, pick Meteor and put him in A. That was what I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine with that.
Actually,
I'm fine with a little bit of a
we
move. for
shuffle
T1.
things?
I think we should put T1 in A and we go with Meteor.
We'll allow
Agreed.
it. We'll allow it.
Agreed.
all right.
Q.
All right.
Yep.
This is it.
So secret
Yeah.
is D.
Yes, for me.
I'd put them in C.
Black and blue.
I need something, guys.
Yeah, BNB. What's up?
What do you guys think? Because I say C.
We want to put them in
I
C,
think-
but
I say bottom C.
explain why.
Bottom C.
Jesse Vash.
Yeah,
Jesse Vash.
Pure explanation. That's it. Put it
Jesse
in.
Vash.
Okay. Okay.
sure. Do it. Yep. Approved.
There you go.
So
Done.
there you have it. Our kickoff tier maker list
Screenshot.
screenshot
Snipping tool.
for those who watched this till the
2026
end
winners.
and are actually listening to us.
The
How
kickoff tier
about
list.
you guys take this screenshot and put it out of context, post it online, and say that this is the actual tier list we put together. Or the-
We're asking for it.
yeah.
This is we have
Tag us.
paper X and B, and people are just losing their mind.
That's what. No, you know what? Low key, Joandy, we should post this.
Nick's
Clips
gonna
out.
Please don't.
Context.
I don't want any hate messages. Please.
No. Like,
I didn't select any of these teams.
no, it's a clickbait, guys. We put this in the thumbnail or like in the.
Oh, I
social
see. What is
promo.
this list?
Oh, no.
What is this list? Question mark. Question mark.
You know,
Okay,
you know what
okay.
would click the most? You can put like SkRossi said, Global Esports is D tier. That would get
Oh
more.
damn! Thank you for your sacrifice, Rossi. We'll see if we're gonna take that offer.
all
yeah.
caps. D tier? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? There you go.
All right, there you have it. I think that
done.
was it. What do you guys think? I think we've covered pretty much everything today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun.
That was
Very
fun.
good. Yeah. Thank you, Rossi.
Thank you,
for
Rossi.
joining us.
Thank you
It
for
was
having me,
a good
guys.
time for sure.
Yeah,
For
thank
sure.
you.
We hope to
Happy
see you
New
back.
Year's.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New
yeah.
Year!
Yeah.
Yay!
All right, Rossi, any
2030
last
is gonna be my year.
Let's go!
New Year! He's gonna hit the gym.
Rossi, before we let you go, what do you want to say to anyone that's watching this? Any messages or anything that you're excited about in 2026?
Nothing.
All right, that's
No
it. That's the end of
messages.
the podcast.
Whatever happens. I'm not excited to anything. I'm not looking forward to anything. If anything good happens, good. Bad happens, good. I'm here. I'm not looking forward to anything. I'm just
for the
ready to
ride.
wait. There you go.
Always here. He's gonna adapt. He's always gonna be putting one foot in front of the other. That's Rossi.
Let's go. Stoic Rossi. Awesome. All right, that's it. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop comments below. Comment on our tier list. See what you think. And obviously, we can't promise you when we're going to be up next, but we will be there. So we'll catch you guys in the next one. In the meantime, take care, have fun, and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.